My wife taught my daughter to make good choices, and she certainly has. And I appreciate AJ, and he's made some great choices too. I'm super glad to have him in the family, and I expect to see him more and more. And not only that, I need a lot of work around the house. He's a mechanical engineer. I'm just glad she made the choice she did.
Well, welcome one and all on this beautiful day touched by love. This will be a moment to be remembered and cherished. Marriage is a very special spiritual connection of two people united for a common purpose, bringing love and trust together into a single focus.
My dearest Tiffany, it has been quite the journey to get here today. 14 years ago, I met a crying girl at gymnastics, and shortly afterward, asked that girl to go out with me.
Today is the day that 14 years of fated moments have led us to. I will never be able to fully express how impactful and meaningful it was to have you give a chance to a 14-year-old girl who cried every day. I wish I could go back in time and tell my freshman year self that the boy singing her songs in the hallway, leaving her paper roses in her locker, and asking her to prom is the same man that she will fall hopelessly and irrecoverably in love with. I wish I could go back in time and tell her young, free-spirited heart that one day she really does get the best of both worlds. And she gets a life of choice, freedom, and adventure that she always wanted. Catalyst behind all that little girl has felt is you. Your fierce love, unwavering strength, and enchanting belief in me has made us incredibly sickening to other people.
Tiffany, you are my best friend, love and light of my life, and soon-to-be wife. You exude passion and strength in everything you set your mind to, while always displaying care and compassion to all around you. It feels crazy to think that all those years ago, the silliest, most patient girl that I embarrassed in front of her French class would be standing with me here in the most beautiful white dress, ready to commit to a lifetime of weird kisses, poorly worded songs for dogs, and fighting the Great War, reliving our most endearing childhood memories.
Alec and Tiffany, sooner or later, we begin to understand that love is more than verses on Valentine's or romance in movies. We begin to know that love is real and right here and now. It's the most important thing in our lives. Without love, we merely exist, but with love, we truly begin to live. Love is a promise that's always kept, a fortune that can never be spent, and a seed that can flourish in even the most unlikely places. We're together here as friends, relatives, and family to mark the end of one beginning and recognize officially a new beginning for Tiffany and Alec. Someone once said the most wonderful of all things in life is the discovery of another human being with whom one's relationship has a growing depth, beauty, and joy as the years increase.
And I don't know if you remember this, AJ, but many years ago, we were in your apartment. We were laughing and saying, one day you're gonna be with someone amazing, someone funny, smart, kind, patient, and all of that. All of these traits that you have, someone that would appreciate that in you as well. But look where we are now.
most of you know, I am Kelsey, Tiffany's sister. This little bundle of joy came into my life when I was 4.5 years old. She truly has been my best friend for life. Those that she loves fiercely. She values the important things in relationships, and she won't hesitate to be selfless for friends or family in need. Watching her grow up has brought our family so much joy, as she has become an American Airlines flight attendant, loving dog mom, and incredible aunt to little Miss Sophia. I'm so proud of you, Tiffany. I've actually had the pleasure of knowing AJ since high school, as he was a part of the Barrington High School gymnastics family. We trusted him enough to let him take my high school freshman sister to prom. Post-college, AJ must not have forgotten about that freshman girl he took to prom many years prior. He worked hard to secure their first adult date. He was in for a surprise, though. I had called my sister and somehow got an invite to dinner. AJ, thank you for letting me crash your first date and handling it with grace, and then for taking my sister on a second date. I have had the pleasure of watching their relationship grow over the years, thankfully from a more appropriate distance. These two make a really great team. I'm excited to see your futures play out together, and I'm so glad that my sister found someone who makes her so happy.
As for my new sister-in-law, I'm sad to say that as I live 6 hours away from you guys, I haven't had as much of a chance to get to know you as well as I'd like to as a new member of the family. But what I do know is that I can see that you're one of the nicest people I've ever met, and you make my brother ridiculously happy.
In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands, and it's remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry, and it's forming a circle that gathers in the entire family. It's doing things for each other, not in an attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in a spirit of joy. And it's having the capacity to forgive and not bring it up later. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow, and it's a common search for the good and the beautiful in each other.
We've heard it before and we'll hear it again, that nobody stays in love forever. People change and grow apart. Things happen, but not with us. We've already built a life that some people only dream about. We have found and continue to nurture a love that others wish they could experience in their lifetime. For me, it was you. It has always been you. I promise to remember the thoughts, feels, sights, and sounds on this day that I give myself wholly to you. You will forever be the keeper of my heart, my best friend, and the one person I cannot live without. I love you with my whole heart, today and every day. I have been and will always be yours.
You are my better half, my world, and my very best friend. I will love you and honor you, respect you and cherish you, in sickness and in health, through success and sorrow, for all my days on this earth. I love you, now and forever.